I don't think that you always have to return your grocery cart when you're at the grocery store.
Oh my gosh.
I
That is a
know.
hot take.
I know
You
you're
leave
going to
it
judge
in?
me.
Where do you
Where
leave
do
it?
yeah, where do you leave it?
Sometimes, like at Costco, there's spots where like other people have left them, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave
Mandy,
it. I know.
you're that
you guys are
girl.
gonna judge me for it, but that's how I honestly feel.
Welcome to the Mandy Show. The Mandy Show. The Mandy Show.
Welcome to the Mandy Show. If you felt more irritated, reactive, or just on edge lately, you are not imagining it. Today, we're talking with Sean Taylor about why everyone feels angry right now and what to actually do about it. But first, here's something to think about. Steve Magnus made a great point on Instagram recently when he pointed out that you can scroll and in 60 seconds you can see a person being murdered, a funny cat video, deep political analysis, someone dancing to a catchy song, a warning that the world is ending, and then an ad for collagen gummies, all in 1 minute. And while it may feel very normal to all of us, it's not. It's completely new. There's a term that's emerging to describe what we're experiencing, and it's called emotional whiplash. Decades ago, Marshall McLuhan warned us that this was coming. He called it the global village, a world where electronic media would extend our nervous systems outward until we're feeling everything, everywhere, all at once. But our brains weren't built for this repeated nervous system activation with no recovery. So we adapt. Some of us go numb, and not just to violence, but to feeling itself. Tragedy and comedy blur together and we lose our calibration. Everything starts to feel bland. Nothing evokes too much emotion. And then there's others of us who feel constantly activated, irritable, on edge, angry, but with nowhere for that anger to actually go. And that's what I keep wondering about. How much of the anger we're carrying isn't about like the details of our actual lives, but it's residual energy from an overloaded nervous system. When we're emotionally whiplashed all day and then expected to be thoughtful, patient parents, thoughtful partners, and grounded leaders. And so that's what we're talking about today, about anger and why we feel irrationally mad about traffic, people chewing too loudly, and the gross flavor of the creatine gummies that we ordered from the Instagram ad. And so to help us navigate all of this, today's guest is Sean Taylor, who's a licensed marriage and family therapist and the founder and director of Cornerstone Christian Counseling. Sean Taylor, who is also a personal friend of the Ariotos. Welcome to the Mandy Show. That's like the most stressful part, I feel like, of this whole thing is figuring out how you're coming through those curtains.
I actually didn't come out the way I thought that was going to come out. It came out a little too much.
That's okay.
I was gonna tease a little bit,
Yeah.
you know, I just came out. Sorry.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Sometime we're going to have to come through the curtains to see how we would.
Yeah, for sure. I have
enter.
a whole thing planned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to come
Is it
out and then go back in and
appropriate,
come
or-
back out. You know, yeah.
I was actually even thinking I shouldn't open this wide enough because it's not finished in the very
Yeah.
back. What did it-
Really expose the
the set, you know?
get a real glimpse behind the scenes here.
Right.
Okay, Sean, we have a big conversation about anger because it just feels like it's right at
Yes.
like the edge, like the top of things.
Yeah,
Everybody's
it's
experiencing
all
it.
around us, all around us. And I love how you said, yeah, it's coming. We have all these emotions coming at us from all these different, or reactions to different things, different stressors, and things are supposed to soothe us, but then they activate us, and we're just bombarded all the time. Yeah. So,
I think especially with social media, right? Because I think a lot of people would say that's where they go to decompress. Like that's their moments of solitude where they're just kind of scrolling, thinking like this is my downtime.
Yeah.
But actually,
does
it's
the
like
opposite.
activating
Yeah.
us in really
Yeah.
weird ways.
it is, yeah. And I think it, more than allowing us to work through that which has already agitated us, it just kind of prolongs it.
Yeah.
I think it just puts it on pause, and we feel soothed in the moment, but we haven't really worked through anything. Yeah, we've just been soothed, and then it'll come back up the next time it's triggered.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, what your algorithm is. At the moment, mine is really sad dog rescue videos.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so I like feel it in my body. I'm like, why do I feel so terrible right now? I'm like, I was just watching the saddest dog video I've ever seen in my
That's the
entire
worst
life.
thing for you of all people to
I
watch.
know. And so it's like, it's like I'm
Yeah.
torturing myself
Yeah.
with
For
what
sure.
my algorithm is like showing me.
Yeah, though you're pursuing relief
Yeah.
and retreat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the wild world that we live in. Okay, first, what's your algorithm showing you right now?
Mine, a bunch of drum stuff.
Oh, that's okay.
And decor,
Okay.
interior decor.
Good.
Yeah, that's mine.
You've done a good job curating your.
And I didn't realize until recently, and you're right, it was one of the young people that told me, the longer you stay on the video, then it's picked it up. And so if I see something, I'm like, this is slide, or sorry, not slide, scroll.
Yeah.
Like,
This young person's laughing at me for saying slide instead of scroll. But scroll to get out of it so it
Yeah.
doesn't like lock in.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
exactly.
try to keep it clean.
Kaylee, what are you seeing? This is dangerous.
It is
Yeah.
dangerous.
The appropriate answer would be like snowboarding and skiing because I just got back from a weekend of that and it's like all these fails.
bougie ski
so it's like,
weekend.
yeah. So that's me right now.
That was the
What's
appropriate.
the-
yeah,
what's
that
the
was
actual-
appropriate.
What the appropriate?
Said
Yeah.
Hot
appropriate.
men
You walked right
that
into
you're
that one.
yeah, like all the guys for the next like Bachelor or whatever. I'm like, ooh, yes, heart, save.
A lot of Ben Higgins.
Ben Higgins.
Some of those
Ben Higgins
some of,
thirst traps.
some of those Bronco
No.
players. Hearts.
Yes.
Yes.
Graham.
I've been bricked. I haven't been on Instagram in
that's
forever.
Okay, I could have
I'm
said that.
better
You're
than
so
everyone.
annoying.
I haven't looked at social media in like a couple of days.
Just learned about Brick.
No, mine is all parenting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's all Dylan and I send each other.
Graham's
So-
expecting a baby in like 4 weeks.
I've
Yeah.
heard.
His first.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Uh-huh.
So it's all that. It's a lot of like cute nursery stuff. It's a
Cute.
lot of a lot of parenting humor. About how dads become employees to their wives when the baby's born, stuff like that.
That's a whole nother topic that
Yeah,
we could
it
talk
is.
about.
That's a different episode.
What advice do you have for Graham as he's expecting a baby?
Oh wow, that's a whole.
I know
other
that has
topic.
nothing to do with anger, but
Yeah.
do you have like a
Maybe a little bit. I mean, to
make the
prepare
priority
him to
loving
not
your
go
wife
there.
even before loving your child.
yeah, that's
But
good.
love your child too.
Amen.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
That is
That
good.
is good.
And that's biblical.
Yeah.
But yes.
Okay, so nobody is has a sad Instagram feed like I do.
I know, Mandy.
Okay.
And I don't want you to have that.
I know, I
'cause
can't-
it
I'm gonna
just-
brick it.
Especially animals.
Yeah, I know.
You want
Brick
them
it.
thriving
Brick it.
and alive. And
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about anger.
Yeah.
Especially, I think, as parents, I don't know if this has come up for you, but when I became a mom, I thought it's going to be super easy and I'm going to be super patient. And then suddenly little things would happen and it would like bring up some anger in me.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so weird. Like, where is that coming from? That's not my normal go-to
Yeah.
thing.
Uh-huh.
So what is that with parenting that suddenly we get triggered in ways that maybe we never had before?
Yeah. Well, I love the question. First of all, where does that come from? From what I've seen, it's a perceived, worked on a definition even, a perceived violation of a boundary or a pursuit or a value. A perceived violation or a pending violation of a boundary, pursuit, or value. And so, like, if somebody's coming at us physically, of course, that's our physical boundary, and we want to protect ourselves, and so we get angry, stay back. Or if it's somebody we love, we're personally connected with them. You know, so if I'm watching like a UFC fight and somebody gets punched, I don't really care. Yeah, I don't get angry
Yeah.
at that. But if that were my son in there, I would think, stay away, because that's my son. That's a personal violation. But I would have to like hold myself back because there's something reasonable about that. He's in a UFC fight. But if somebody's coming and attacking us on the sidewalk, it's a different thing. So that's a personal boundary violation, but it's also a value of mine. I want to be safe. I want him to feel safe. And but there are other values that we have. You know, when our kids act out, they are acting in a way that is contrary to our values. We don't do that. You don't never hit mom. Like I remember when Elijah would like act out as I think a little 3-year-old, and he would hit her, and I would get so angry, you know. But I'm like, this is a 3-year-old, and I just need to guide him through this. Like he's just expressing frustration, but my initial reaction is anger, because I want to protect my wife against that perceived threat. Right? It's a violation of that. Or like this morning, I got angry coming here because I got on the freeway going the wrong way. And
Oh, gosh.
and it added 10
Scary.
minutes, and I just got angry, you know, and I was like, oh, and I would say, I guess, frustrated, you know, but it was because that's impeding my pursuit. I want to attain something. I'm getting in the way of myself. I value looking intelligent, and I hate feeling dumb. And I felt dumb. And so I was beating myself up it wasn't, I guess, necessarily a boundary violation. I'm not attacking anything. But then when that car came up behind me and impeded me from getting into the other lane to
Yeah.
like make up some time, that anger was then directed at them. But I was angry more at myself. And I made a mistake. And so when I slowed down and thought about why am I angry? I'm angry because I made a mistake and I feel dumb. And it's a value of mine to show up on time. I'm 5 minutes late now. I was gonna be 5 minutes early, you know. And so, you know, when I was a parent of younger kids, it was the same thing. I'm not getting angry at them necessarily. I'm getting angry that I'm feeling violated,
yeah.
or I feel like they're impeding me from pursuing a goal, which would be, I want a happy, healthy family, and I just want us to be at peace. So, like, when you hit your mom, that violates that pursuit, that value. Yeah, so I think it's something around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good practice. I do try to do that often when I find myself getting angry or frustrated. Why am I upset?
Yes.
Before I, project that onto someone else, the closest person to me is my
Exactly.
husband, in proximity and in my life. But I'm like, why am I mad at him? Why am I angry right now? And I
Right.
truly will just walk away and come back and say, that wasn't you, babe.
Yeah.
Well, it was, but it wasn't you. It was me.
Yeah.
I think if we practice that more, the world would be a completely different
It
place.
would be.
So much more patience.
It would
Why
be.
am I so mad at you cutting me off in the shopping cart line or
Yeah.
shopping line or driving or,
Uh-huh.
to your point, to a little kid?
Exactly. It wasn't about that guy
Yeah.
in the lane
Yeah.
next to me that was really making me angry. I mean, probably if I wasn't angry before, I would just move forward. But like I was saying earlier, he was kind of tracking me, so I really had to get out and around. And but he, again, the emotion of anger was already there,
Yeah.
but by something else that had yet to be fully processed. And so I love that you said, if I can walk away and think, why am I angry? When I re-engage with that person, I'll have a different perspective.
Yes.
And I'll
Yeah.
know that it's not just about them. They might have
Yeah.
triggered me
Yeah.
and done something that was irritating. But the anger was already there because of something else. Yeah,
Yes.
I love that. Yeah.
Tell us of an unexpected time that you got angry, what it was about, how
Yeah.
you handled it.
Yeah. Well, this,
He's a professional. He never gets
I
angry.
never,
You never get angry.
This is not like even in his repertoire
you're
of
putting me on the
emotions.
spot. I mean, this morning, that was an example, and you said, how did I deal with it? Well, I don't know. I guess in marriage, maybe. I've gotten
Yeah.
angry multiple times
Yeah.
in marriage. My wife's name is Angie. And so I get angry. Oh, gosh. I guess maybe I could get really vulnerable here. Pursuing her for affection. And when she would reject me, it would make me angry. And that was a really hard thing because I
Yeah.
didn't foresee that. But it touched something really deep inside me, and I had to do a lot of work
Yeah.
on that to realize that she has every right to actually say, hey, I would rather not be affectionate tonight. And for me to say, I'm angry because of you, is actually violating her. And it's not actually taking responsibility for me. And so I had to say, okay, you have every right to actually say, hey, I just want some space tonight. And for me to then say, why am I angry? I'm angry because I feel rejected. Gosh, I'm angry because now I have to deal with, actually I was looking forward to that, and now I have
Yeah.
emotions and hormones, and how do I then take responsibility for me and to acknowledge it's not on you, Okay, but now I feel alone. Okay, how do I actually work through those feelings? Why do I just feel alone? Okay, well, and I had to like go into counseling. Like some of this rejection actually related to my dad, actually, because he wasn't around a lot when I was a kid. And so I felt alone. We moved around a ton when I was a kid. I felt alone because I was always the new kid. And it was amazing once I started really digging deep, the hole just kept on going. And I was like, there's more to dig. And but it helped me then to respect her boundaries more by honoring my own heart and working through my own issues. And then I could come back to her, like you had said in your example, and say, okay, the next time that you don't feel like it, I would love it if you said, no, not yet, and just tell me you love me. That's it. Can you tell
Yeah.
me you love me? And that will help. That would just help. But ultimately, it's my responsibility. My response is my responsibility. And I've done some work. And so I'm going to try to show up differently. And so when you say no, even if you just say no, I have a different way I'm going to engage you. And we could celebrate that. And if I mess up and I'm like, oh, and I express some frustration, she could be gracious also because she knows I'm trying. And she could remind me, this isn't about me, or I love you. And that would, again, be the code word. Okay, yeah, I have to step back,
Yeah.
do my own work again, even right now. And I had actually other techniques that I've used with my own clients I had to use to like even soothe my physiology, like taking 3
Yeah.
slow breaths.
Yeah.
That's been one that's been really helpful. And distancing myself from the anger. And there are certain techniques for that. So I had to like just put a gap in there. So I don't know if we're going to talk about like how do you deal with anger a little later, but there's a number of techniques that will actually help us. But asking the question, why am I getting angry, and then pursuing the answer.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's super helpful.
you.
And
Yeah.
such a common thing that I think so many couples navigate.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe and I have had that conversation too, where he wanted to have sex one night.
Right.
I didn't feel like it. The next morning, he's like, hey, I just need to tell you, like, I was up all night creating stories in my head of why you don't want to
Yeah.
have sex with me.
Uh-huh.
And so that was super helpful for me because I was just like, I'm just tired. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing, I
Right.
would
Yeah.
love to have sex with you, but
Yeah.
actually, I'm just like
Yeah.
physically so tired. I
It's
don't
not
think I
about
can
you.
muster
And none
it.
of the things he was thinking.
Right.
Like,
Nothing
no,
was
it's just-
accurate,
yeah,
but it was
yeah.
so helpful for me
For
to have
sure.
him be honest with me in that way so that we can normalize it.
Yeah, because my thoughts were, she doesn't find me attractive, or like, this is going to be the way it's going to be for the rest of our marriage.
Exactly.
I would catastrophize and I
Yeah.
would personalize.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for her,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like, I'm just tired.
Yeah, I actually really
Yeah, our
like you.
minds could go
I'm like
haywire.
super turned on by you, but
Yeah.
literally I
Yeah.
can't keep my eyes open. Yeah,
minds
so
could
that's
go
super helpful
haywire.
and so
Yeah.
normalizing for all of us. And I think you're so right, and it's also helpful to recognize lots of times there's feelings that come up that are not. They're not.
Connected
It's
to
not
that.
actually anger.
Right.
Yes.
It's fear, it's disappointment,
Yeah.
it's shame.
Uh-huh.
It's there's so much more to it. Anger's not the first emotion, or
Yeah,
is it
I
the
agree.
first and then what's
well,
the order?
yeah, it's funny. In like emotion focused therapy, it's a modality we use. They call it it's a secondary emotion. It's a protective emotion. It is the one that says stay away or get away, and it protects us from a primary emotion that is like the hurt or the fear.
Yeah.
And so if you can get from that anger, and anger has different gradations. Some people will say, I'm not angry, I'm frustrated.
frustrated, yeah.
Right? And what they're kind of saying is, I can get really angry, but this is a notch down. Or I'm being impeded from something. Or maybe it's just a lack of self-awareness. Because frustration is a gradation of anger. And I think it's healthy to actually recognize that at least it looks like anger
Right.
from the,
Right.
Right.
the receiver of that. And you're like, whoa, oh my
Yeah.
God. And so to say, I'm not angry, I'm frustrated, sometimes discounts the experience of the other person. They're just experiencing you as angry. So, and it can sidetrack from what's really happening. But what is helpful is going from that harsh secondary emotion to the primary emotion, which is, I'm scared that you don't find me attractive. You know, I'm scared that this is going to be the rest of our marriage. This will be the norm, you know. Or this morning, I'm scared that I'm going to be perceived as incompetent.
Sure.
Or irresponsible for showing up late or taking a wrong turn, you know. And I want people to think I'm intelligent, you know. And so dealing with that then is a lot more helpful. Okay, I have a fear of that. Okay, let's walk down that path. If people think I'm not intelligent, it's not the end of the world. Actually, I'm not that intelligent in so many ways. Maybe you could have a humble response to this. I'm pretty intelligent in some ways, but shoot, there's a lot of things I don't know, and I make a lot of mistakes. And when I start actually having a humble response to my primary emotion, I breathe. I even just did that. I breathe deeply, and I have a little more compassion and humility.
Yeah.
You know. And same thing with like origins of it. Like I'm hurt because my dad wasn't around, or when I was younger. You know, okay, that kind of sucks. But also I see why he wasn't, and I lived through it, and I can have compassion, and I can also have a reasonable response to that. And Angie's not my dad. Yeah. Okay. Now, then dealing with that primary emotion allows me to then, it automatically soothes that harsh secondary emotion. So,
That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
similar to what
super
you're talking
helpful.
about.
That's really good.
I'm curious, you know, all of us are seeing the news. We see so many horrible, tragic things happening all around the world. We see injustice. We see things, and we're looking at them and thinking, this is making me so angry. And we have zero outlets. What do we do with that anger when it's like so big and it's like systemic problems happening all over the world?
Yeah.
But like, it has nowhere to go necessarily.
Yeah.
What do we do with that?
Yeah. Well, you could just put your comments online and
Yeah,
Which is what
That's
most
a
people
good
do.
solution.
Most people
Yeah.
and just retaliate
Yeah.
online anonymously with your worst thoughts ever.
Yeah.
You know, and contribute. Then you're contributing to
In
the
really
vitriol.
helpful ways.
Problem.
Yeah,
For sure.
uh-huh.
For sure.
Yeah, and that is a way of venting. That is an outlet, but yeah, again, it contributes. So, and then venting to friends, that can also be relieving, but also it oftentimes doesn't contribute to a solution. So I often find, like who was it? I think it was Gandhi saying, "Be the change you want to see in the world." You know, so whenever you see something like that, what is an outlet that helps me to change at least my world around me, to make the world a better place? How can I love my neighbor in a way that helps me to feel like I'm contributing to the world, or contributing to creating the world I want to see? I mean, that is an outlet
In a positive
in
way.
a positive way.
Yeah.
And so flipping that around, I'm angry at this because my value is for this outcome. And so again, it's a perceived violation of that value. I want our country, I want our world to be this way. I want my neighbors and my society to be treated in a particular way, my people group or whatever. When you feel like that's being violated, you're angry. And so what can you do to contribute to the outcome that would lead to something better? And sometimes that can help, but also there is a sense of limitedness, I guess, that we have. I mean, we have things that are happening that we can't really influence. And so also acknowledging our limitations can also be helpful. I think about the AA prayer. What is it, the Serenity Prayer?
Serenity prayer.
You know, God give me the grace to understand basically what I can influence and what I can't influence, and to accept the difference, accept my lack of ability, but also see my ability and see where I can influence. Because there are a lot of opportunities out there. And so instead of just venting, maybe it could be I'm actually gathering my neighbors together, and we're just
Right.
going to love each other
Right.
by having a dinner together.
Right.
Shoot, that contributes to a society that we want to all experience.
Last week, and we do this often in our family, I gather with some of my nieces, my daughter, and we have a topic that we talk about just to get it off and
Yeah.
to get some perspective and
Yeah.
other opinion. And last week it was, turn to world news.
Okay.
And so that was incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
We realized in that conversation that to control, to accept the things that we can and the things we can't.
Yeah.
That we can control how our neighbors feel about us, how the people that we walk with every day feel about us. We can't do anything with what's happening
Right.
in these, different groups of people.
Right.
So to your point, that's huge. And boy, it brought down so much stress. There was tears at the table, anger at the table,
Yeah.
frustration at the table. Because in my circle, it if I could be honest, it truly feels like 400 plus years of anger, truly. And so what do we all do with that?
Right.
You just want to burn it down, to be
Right.
honest.
Right.
I can barely stay on the topic without crying.
Yeah.
But to be able to share that frustration, anger with a friend,
Yeah.
a safe place,
Yeah.
that helps.
Yeah.
That helps. And so even in marriage, if I'm frustrated with Ricky,
Yeah.
I have safe people I can call who give me different perspective.
Yeah.
So I think, anger shouldn't be done alone,
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. Yes. There's so much that could be said
Oh,
about
yeah. I'm sure.
my mind as a
sure.
counselor is going
I'm
so many
sure.
different ways.
Yeah.
But one point that I wanted to bring up is the option of mourning.
Yeah.
Like you brought up 400 years. And to mourn the things that I can't influence that are done, I don't know what else to do. I could do some things going forward, but there's also a mourning of that limitation. And I think, and for a lot of problems in the world or things that we've experienced, it's good to mourn and to say, that was awful. And I wish that upon no one ever again. And I'm just so sad and like no words actually sadden or heartbroken. They're so inadequate to express what I and others have experienced because of such and such. And to have a group mourning, and I love that you got together
Yeah.
with a group, that
Yeah.
can help because
Yeah.
then there's a witness to the mourning and we grieve for others, you know?
For sure.
So I'm thankful that you brought that up because it's so real.
Always
It's so
good.
real.
What's your take on limiting our inputs?
Mm-hmm.
Because some people are like, oh, I need to watch the news because I need to know what's going on in the world, or I need this.
Yeah.
Limit our inputs or deal with our exposure.
Yeah, I love that as an option. Also, I'm in the tail end of a 3-week fast, and it was like I'm not doing alcohol or caffeine or eating before 11 a.m. But one of the things that I started doing inadvertently, I don't know why, because maybe I interrupted my routine, is stop. I'm not listening to news in the morning. I used to listen, turn on the radio, listen to news.
Start your day with that.
Yes, start my day. It was like I would do a quiet time, pray, and that's a lot better. And then, but getting in the news, then it would. I just wanted. It was kind of entertaining, but also I wanted to be informed. All those
Sure.
things. There's like a FOMO. If I
Sure.
don't know, then what's going to happen? But man, I stopped doing that, and I'm happier. I am happier because I can. And ignorance is bliss, they say, and so there is something that's appealing about that. Other people would be like, well, you're just uninformed, and so you're abdicating your responsibility to your society, and you should be involved and all that stuff. But to tell you what, it's nice to take a break.
Yeah.
It is so nice to take a break, and so taking a media fast, I think is so helpful. And I think about Jesus getting away from his crowds and the people that actually were just looking to complain about, this is happening, heal this person, or expressing hurt, and they just were asking for his attention and his
Yeah.
involvement. And I think that's what social media does, ask for our attention and our involvement, scroll to the next thing. And there's those rhythms are so important or so powerful. And so to actually say, no, I'm actually not going to play that game anymore. I'm going to take a break. And the news that I am going to involve myself with or inquire about is the news of my loved ones. What's going on in your life?
Yeah.
Try to get to know. I started getting
Yeah.
to know my neighbors, going on walks, and like intentionally saying, "Oh, what's your name? I've lived here for a year and I don't know your name. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. I want to get to know you, Marco." And I'm like, "Marco." I need to roll that R, Marco. and he's like, "Yes, that's how you say it." And I'm making a point to try and enunciate names better. And so that's the news I'm trying to work on. And because I know that like loving your neighbor is the top commandment, one of the second, I guess. And if I can get to know their news, and we all get to know each other's news,
Yeah. Yeah.
man, the better world would be a better place, like you said.
Totally.
Yeah.
And speaking of Jesus, I think sometimes the anger conversation goes immediately to all anger is bad,
Yeah.
but Jesus got angry.
He did.
And I love that there is righteous anger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and anger
Yeah.
is not, the default's not, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Can you talk about like, how does anger show up in good ways?
Yes. So again, it's a perceived violation of a value or a boundary or pursuit. Like I think about when he overturned the tables
Yeah.
in the temple, and I was actually just reading that this morning, and his disciples said, they asked the question, "Why is he getting so angry?" And they remembered, "Zeal for your house will consume me." And it was accounted, I think, in John. John said Jesus said, "You've turned my father's house into a den of robbers," and something like that. So the violation was, you are violating the value of this being a holy place.
Right.
I want this to be a holy
Right.
place, and I love my dad, and you're violating my dad's place, his
Yeah.
home. Like, this is supposed to represent our heaven on earth, like our connection with God, and you're turning it into a marketplace. You're violating the intent.
I love that whole scene. He was defending his daddy.
He was.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so and that's what happens when our family
Yeah.
gets attacked. We
Yes.
want to say,
Yes.
"No, step back."
Yeah.
And I think there is a righteousness, about that's right, at least. It is right to protect your loved ones. And it's right to get angry again is to enforce that. And that's, I think, the God-given gift of anger. And I think about James, a couple, then his disciples actually talked about anger, like James. And he said, "What causes quarrels and conflicts among you? Is it not this, that your passions are at war within you? You desire and do not have, and so
Yep.
you murder."
Yep.
And so he's saying
You
that's
better
not
preach,
righteous
Sean.
anger.
You better preach.
But it highlights that, we have passions that are at
Yes.
war within us, and we
Yeah.
want to pursue them. And if you
Yeah.
get in my way, I'm going to be angry with you and
Yeah.
step out. Step out
Yeah.
of the way, And
Yeah.
but sometimes those passions can be good. I really want to accomplish this for the betterment of humanity, and you're getting in the way of that, and that makes me really angry. And so it's hard, I think, for we as individuals to actually tease apart what's righteous anger and what's
Yeah.
just self-serving
Absolutely.
anger,
Yeah.
right? And so I think that's worth actually conversing about with others and saying,
And
"What
that
do you think?"
communal aspect where
Yeah.
we're like,
Yes.
Yeah.
what do
Yeah,
you think
I'm
about
getting
this?
angry at
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Totally.
And then we can come up maybe with a communal response also that can inform my individual response.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes I think that anger shows up different for men and women, and this is a little bit of a nuance, but I am married to the least angry man on the planet. Like, he is the kind, like, it's just not his, there's nothing in the primary emotions. Anger does not come up there.
Yeah.
But when something happens, like if we're out in public and he has to, like, anger has to come up to
Yeah.
like protect us, I freaking love it. It is so hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
protecting our family.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think for women, sometimes anger feels scary. Well, if he was a scary man, then I wouldn't love it.
Yeah.
Right? If
Yeah.
anger is always there, then obviously I don't love it. But
Yeah.
it shows up in healthy ways for him, and that's why I like it.
Yeah.
I think as women, anger doesn't look good on us. and we feel like we can't show our anger because it's not feminine, it's too much.
Will be perceived differently
yeah.
the most negative
than maybe
way.
how
Yeah,
men
yeah.
do
For
when it
sure.
shows up in healthy ways.
For sure.
I don't know. What do you have any thoughts about? Like, I feel like expressing anger is not necessarily safe, and that might be my own things, not necessarily as a woman.
Yes.
His counselor, yes, he's
I know.
affirming how we're.
I have seen that. I just
pause.
have. I know.
Yeah.
I just
The
have
pause
not
is
put
what's
much
getting
thought
me.
into that. So, but I do see that.
But are you saying the different men
totally-
anger versus male anger versus female anger?
I think they're different.
They're
sometimes.
different, and it looks scarier on men.
Well, one, I think I was just affirming like well-placed anger like feels safe.
Yes.
And I appreciate that in my
Yes.
husband.
Male or female.
Male or female.
Yes.
And then, sorry, I did combine a lot of thoughts there. Then I think sometimes that as women, anger gets tricky.
Yes. Yes. And so
And maybe it's not a male female thing. It's just
Well,
anger in general is
I
tricky
thi-
for a lot of people.
it can be. It can be. I think. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking that there is a stereotype. I think that women can be less reasonable and more emotional than
Yes.
men.
Yes.
And so I think then that when is the default stereotype, then there can be a skepticism about a woman's anger. I'm just thinking off the top of my head.
No,
on
that's
this, I'm
good.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's like we're rational and
Yeah.
Yeah, And I think that then there can be a skepticism and calling into question. Whereas, like if a man's angry, maybe there is the default that he has a reason to be angry. But when you come down to it, I mean, shoot, I think men can be just as unreasonable and women can just be as reasonable. But I think there's societally can be that stereotype. Yeah. And I think maybe there is the distrust that women have with their own emotions as well. I know in working with women, men are a lot more confident with their emotions sometimes. Like, I'm angry because of this.
Sure.
You know, and then when I work with women, it's a lot of times it's a variety of reasons. I'm angry because of this and this and this and this and this, and so it's multifaceted. And so I think then then there can be question. They can like say, well, I don't know even if I should be angry about this. And there's a complexity about it, which I appreciate about women because they'll actually ask the question.
Yeah, is this fair?
Yeah,
Am I,
yes,
like-
exactly.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
and whereas like a lot of men are like, I'm just angry because he did this. And it's simple and to the point. And there's no question or
Right.
even introspection, right? And so we have a lot to learn from each other,
Yeah,
maybe. And
definitely.
maybe sometimes women could stand to be a little bit more confident
Yeah.
and say, actually, I think it's very reasonable to be angry at this. And men it could stand to say, maybe I should actually acknowledge there's some complexity to this, and I should think about why am I getting angry? Maybe it's not about them. So,
Yeah, no, that's good. I think that's very accurate for me, at least.
Yeah.
yeah.
That,
And I
like-
love that Jesus had that emotion.
What the
He was
anger?
able to show us, how
Yes.
to handle it.
Uh-huh. Yes, I also think he had, like in the Garden of Gethsemane, when he battled it out with his dad, like saying,
Yes.
Father, I take this cup
Yeah.
away from me.
Yeah.
I think sweating those drops of blood, I mean, it didn't say overtly he was angry, but he was experiencing
He had
intense
to, for
emotions.
sure.
And that's a whole wave
Yeah.
of emotions. Like, how could you do this? And
Yeah.
I mean, we see that in the Psalms. Like, like you have turned your face away from me,
Yes.
and like, and where is your
Yeah.
judgment on my foes? You know, and
Bloodthirsty vipers. and
Yes, uh-huh.
When Jesus came from the garden and his buddies were asleep. Who were
there you
supposed to
go.
be keeping
Come
watch,
on,
like
you couldn't
Yeah,
even
he
stay awake.
experienced that.
Yes,
Yeah.
so that was a bit of anger. Yes, that's a good point. Yes, yeah, because his value was, I want you to support me.
absolutely.
And I feel
Yeah.
like I'm doing all this. I'm going through the hardest time in my life. And I wanted you to be there for me. And isn't it great that we see that in Scripture, and he can relate with us.
Yes.
He gets us.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the most beautiful things about seeing the humanity of Jesus and the relatability that we've had friends that have let us down.
Yeah.
And it's even in times of our deepest need. And that's when it hurts the most when they let us down. And then he, in working through his own stuff, I don't know how much he had to work through, but it seemed like a process even for him in the garden. Until he got to the point that he said, hey, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
coming at me,
Yeah.
and it's for reasons they don't even understand. And man, if we could do that with each other,
Right.
like they
Right.
hurt me or hurt
Yeah.
my people, my family, whatever. They hurt me and the people I'm associated with. I don't even think they knew what they were doing. But there's a big gap between where I'm at and that where Jesus got, because I there's a lot of people that I'm still angry at, you know, or people that maybe like I get angry at, and I'm not at that point of saying, "Oh, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." And so, anyway, there's also inspiration. He gets us, and he also exemplifies this ideal that he wants us to pursue,
Right.
and that's a good thing. Yeah.
And to hear, you know, that there's still people you're angry with, I completely understand that. Is that still, though, when you pull it all back, you've been hurt?
Yes, exactly. So I guess, I guess I wouldn't say I'm necessarily angry with them. I was hurt by them, and maybe I'm still a little guarded, and I have boundaries that limit my vulnerability
Yeah.
to being hurt again, because I don't feel like they've done the work that would allow me to trust them again.
Right.
And with certain things, but I will engage them up to a certain point. And I think that actually is a good way to respond with anger, or to our own anger. Once we figured out why, then we have to figure out, okay, well, what do I do about this?
Right.
You know, it isn't just changing my attitude and saying, okay, everything's all right, because sometimes it's not all right, and we're still in. There's a threat. We're still in a zone of possible future hurt. And so how do we actually protect ourselves? And that's also one way that we can protect ourselves from anger, because anger, again, is a natural way to protect ourselves. That's a very reflexive way. But we can also be intentional and say, okay, well, this person I think is is unsafe with these certain things, or in this certain way. And how can I then protect myself while still being loving with them? Okay, well, I'm going to keep certain things to myself and have just boundaries. And I think then that helps us to protect ourselves from being angry at them, because we have a sense of agency or control.
Yeah.
I don't need to be angry with them to protect myself. I have other ways now. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, Kaylee and Graham, what's your biggest trigger that makes you angry?
I was just thinking about this.
Incompetence.
Oh, yeah.
Like driving. I've got a long commute here, and if someone's digging around, I'm like, golly, it's just the worst start to my day. But Dylan and I talk about this a lot. Like, it's very frustrating when there's incompetent people, and you're like going. I feel like it's a classic example, like going to the DMV, where you're like, this is the pinnacle of how bad humankind can be, how inefficient we can be. Stuff like that gets on my nerves so quick. So quick. And traffic in general. I pay for the tollway here because Dylan knows that
It's worth the
the
emotional.
yes.
Yeah.
The monthly expense is worth me getting
your
to work.
well-being.
And you're not arriving to work mad at all of us.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Praise.
Yeah.
Praise.
That's a good one. Mine is, I thought of my younger brother immediately. He's 3 years younger than me, and I think this is his strength. But for me, he moves so slow in life. And I'm like, this weekend, we were like picking out pizza in the like freezer section at Walmart. And he's like, I think I just need like 10 minutes. I'm like, pick your pizza, let's go. Like, he's like, where are we going? I'm like, well, like I just move so fast. So people that are slow, like he's just very, we're like sitting in the room. I'm like, I just asked you a question. He's like, I'm thinking. I'm like, just answer. Like I asked you what you wanted for dinner. Like, I think that, we fight all the time about it. But he's just so sweet and slow, and like it bothers me a lot.
And I've recently witnessed Kaylee's road rage with
Oh.
slow people too. So maybe it's not just your brother.
Traffic
it's just,
is a common
It's
denominator
slow
here.
people in general.
Yeah, but I'm like, why do I need to be so fast? Like,
Yeah.
where am I going?
Yeah.
I love it.
What's the rush on the pizza?
For real, I was hungry. Like I'm like, let's go. It's cold. Like we've been here for 10
You're in the
minutes.
store. I have
Just
like
pick
a
pepperoni.
10-minute yeah.
You're gonna. I know, and that's the thing. I know exactly what he will pick. He's been this way his entire life. At the ice cream shop, we'll be there for 5 minutes. I'm like, I know you're picking Blue Moon. Like, let's go.
Ew. Blue
Chill. He was
Moon.
like 7.
Still as an adult, he picks Blue Moon.
Is Blue Moon where it's like
What's Blue
vanilla,
Moon?
but it's blue? Does it have bubble gum in it?
Yeah, and it like makes your whole mouth blue.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Artificial dyes.
Yeah.
To the max.
Yeah.
Different topic. Different time.
Right.
That makes me angry. Artificial dyes.
Artificial dyes. is a
Ew.
trigger for me.
Yeah.
Talk about guys.
That's a whole nother big topic.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, what's the problem?
Blue ice cream sounds
I'm
amazing.
like, that's so fun. Blue mouth and everything. Keep it, man. Keep
Like
it challenge.
the Superman ice cream that's dyed
that one
yellow
too. He
and red
loved
and
that.
blue.
Oh man.
no,
Gross.
no.
Gross.
Oh, hard pass.
We we did a Galentine shoot yesterday, and one of the candies that the girls picked out was like they were like Sour Patch Hearts,
They were so good.
and we were
First of
reading
all,
them
sour
yesterday.
candy is freaking disgusting.
Whoa,
That could be my heart. That could be my
We
hot
can
topic.
That's a
agree
hot
to
take.
disagree.
I think I'm gonna cry.
It ruins your mouth. It burns your taste buds.
I love it.
Your mouth feels like
My mouth is watering right now.
What did
I'm
you
not
read
kidding.
on
I'm
the- what was in the
salivating.
ingredients
Yeah.
outside of the dye?
Sour Patch
On-
Kids.
oh
No,
you guys.
just, you should try these. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
on the package, I'm reading it after our shoot yesterday.
Oh, no.
It says that these candies glow under a black light. And I'm like,
You're like,
we can't put
inject-
this in our system. This is not okay. And Grace and Braxton are sitting there just popping them in the mouth.
Yeah.
You guys.
I ate those.
I know, and they glow under a black light.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
That's-
They
now
could be
that's
radioactive.
I
Yeah.
know.
Still sell them to
They
children.
glow.
They said they glow under
Wow.
black light, which I'm
So
like,
whatever chemical that is to
Yeah.
make them,
like
that's not good.
I've played laser tag. I know it glows under a black light,
Wow.
and I don't want to lick any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Over
Like,
That's
I'm
intense.
just saying.
That's intense.
It's gross.
it. Thanks. Ruined my day.
I don't know. It's like a rave party in your mouth.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, it's so at night when you're reaching for them, you know where they are.
Yeah, if you have a black light set up in your room.
There you go.
Oh
You
my
probably
They
God.
should
should.
sell that with the Sour Patch Kids,
should.
a black light that you can shine in
That
your mouth.
sounds like a real Valentine's Day experience
Yeah.
right there.
I hope I get that.
Mandy.
Genius.
Oh my gosh. Kaylee doesn't know. She's not in a relationship. She doesn't know what glows under
Here we
black light.
go. Grandma's
doesn't know
so
what
much
glows
cooler
under.
than me.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't know what glows in the dark. Or she better not know what glows
She
in the
better not.
All right.
Okay, is everybody good and angry now?
Yeah.
Glow in the
Right.
dark food.
and dies.
It's so funny how silly things like cultivate anger too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like my brother chewing too loudly. Oh, that's
Yeah.
will set me off more than anything.
After
And he
So
probably does it
mad
on
yesterday.
purpose. 'cause he
Yeah,
knows it gets
absolutely.
to you.
after interviewing Charlie, he's for sure a loud chewer.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
it's
For
his,
sure doing it on
it's
purpose
his
too.
personality.
Had
Have
my
you had
brother on here.
I
Love
haven't
Charlie.
heard
My
it.
was
brother's
so
a real
loud.
character,
Yeah.
like a formidable presence.
Yeah.
He's the guy who like ran 300 miles while he's on chemo. He
Yeah.
like is just he's the life of the party. Like
He's awesome.
He's on the table dancing and everybody's around him like yeah. And so he just has a presence.
Yeah.
And he chooses.
And he
And he
chews
knows
loud.
how to annoy me.
Yeah.
It's
And
like on brand.
a story
for
came
him.
out how I whipped him with a horse whip when we
yeah.
were little because I was annoyed with him.
Nice.
I feel like that's just what little brothers do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their job.
Totally.
Yeah.
He does it well.
It's formative.
Yeah.
It helps you
There you go. You should be
develop.
More you.
thankful.
I'm
Actually,
so
you
grateful.
should say thank
I'm
you.
really grateful.
Yeah.
I probably owe him a call
You
today.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
the woman that you are today.
That's
Can you
right.
please chew
Without
into the
him.
phone?
Yeah,
right
just
now?
really, I need some.
I need to be built up
Yeah.
a little bit. My resilience. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, I think we should talk about Kaylee's love life right now.
Oh,
Since we
okay.
kind of dipped our toe
my
in
favorite
earlier. Because we talked about this earlier, but one of the goals of the podcast is to get Kaylee married. And so,
And a recent update. Kaylee has started assembling an album.
I got scared.
I know, I thought he
You
was
were
going
like,
to share
what
an
is he
update
gonna
too.
share?
I was like, I have a lot of
safe,
updates.
A safe update. Kaylee has
He
started
can
to-
always edit. You know that,
I
right?
can. No, she started putting together an album of guys that are her type for us.
So
to
we
start
have
you
good
told me to.
inspiration.
Yes.
Right. We're
Yes.
going to hang it behind you so we
Yeah,
can
we
just
need
have
to
a
see it.
visual of what
Yeah.
our goal is.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna hang it, so it can't be guys that like are that I know.
Oh,
Okay, I
Could
need
be.
to adjust the album.
That might help with our.
We don't know them, so put them in there.
Okay, so
Anyway.
Kaylee's
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
She's a single lady.
She's
Yeah.
dated before.
She loves Jesus.
Oh, yes.
She loves
but she wants a
Jesus.
hot man.
Okay.
Yes, and
What
tall.
are
Yeah.
Solid
Okay.
the
husband.
best tips as a professional counselor, mental health expert to help her find the man of her dreams?
And what characteristics should
Yeah,
she
what
be
should
looking
she be
for
looking
if
for?
he's an angry man?
Come on,
he's
Sean. We've
angry.
known each other for an hour.
Yeah.
What should she do to kind of test this guy out to see if he gets mad over stupid stuff?
Yeah, just provoke him. Go
Yeah.
out to
There you go.
coffee.
Yeah. He's
and ask
not
the
the
most
man for you.
controversial questions.
That's
Yeah,
a big one, though.
exactly.
Truly, like you don't want a moody man.
Ew,
No.
no, I'm
Oh my
so
gosh, no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, can't.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're kind of moody, so he can't be moody.
No, I am.
No,
I'm
she
yes.
knows I'm gonna tell her the truth. But it's gonna be good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a rock.
I need like
Yeah.
steady.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
It sounds like you need him to pick you up to see how fast he drives.
Oh,
you-
driving is a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna
I
actually
see
go-
what you-
Stop.
Can he make
Yeah.
a quick
I
was like,
decision?
where are
Pick
we-
the pizza out.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
see if he can lift you.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Do some-
No,
real.
that's a good. You would get so annoyed if he's a bad driver.
Or
Yeah.
if he's like slow.
Or if he's slow.
Oh my god.
If he's slow.
Can you make a quick decision? Are you an efficient
Right.
driver? Get where we need to go quickly.
Right. And
Based-
you know what you want.
Based
Oh.
on this conversation, it sounds like on your first date you should like rage bait him to see how.
Graham,
How level
I'm
headed.
never gonna get married then.
That's true. Actually, you might come across a little.
Let's ask the professional.
Okay, yeah.
Is that a good
Yeah.
tactic?
Is rage baiting a good tactic?
Yes. I think I've seen research
No.
on that actually.
A lot of articles about that.
Oh my gosh. Get to know yourself and if you have somebody that's different than you, is that okay? That's an interesting question, I think. Like, you know, personality inventories, I love them actually. You know, that they're like Enneagram or like
What's your Enneagram, by the way?
9.
Oh yeah, we talked
Yes.
about this.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
so
right.
I want everyone to be at peace.
Yeah.
You know, not rock the
I'm a
boat.
7.
Yeah, nice. Okay. And so how do other personalities fit with that? And you know, to like how do I get along with a 1 or how do I get along with
yep.
an 8, you know? And what does that bring out within me?
Yeah.
I think that's so helpful. You know, and but yeah, to ask those questions. Shoot, when I'm working with couples that some of them are like pre-married and like engaged, and some of them are like dating. And so I have them do the Prepare and Enrich assessment or the SYMBIS assessment. So SYMBIS, saving your marriage before it starts. And I think Les and Leslie Parrott. Anyway, ask great questions about like, how do you see money? Or how do you view money? How do you spend it? Are you a saver? Are you a spender? And what about tithing? What about giving money away? You know, what about keeping it all and investing, all that? And then what about like, I don't know, like your view on free time? And how do you view your free time? Because frankly, as you know, those of us that are married, there's free time that happens, and how do you want to spend that? You know, do you want to go out and be social? Do you want to stay home and read a book? Do you want to like eat, or do you want to be active? You know, all those things. They're great conversation points, but it's so good to do your own assessment, I guess, and ask, what do I really like? And then you can ask those questions of them, of course, of him, and while you're driving in the car and looking at
Yeah.
how he weaves in and out of traffic.
I'm always looking at their speedometer. I'm not kidding.
Right?
what do
What
you-
is optimal? 5 miles above?
Like if you're driving slower than the speed limit,
Yeah.
I'm like, that is danger.
Yes.
People behind us are going fast. Like I think it's like go. Like I'm
Right.
kind of scared.
Exactly.
But like you don't need to be like, whoa. Like I don't want to be scared while you're driving.
Yeah,
But
you're
don't
like
drive
20
too
miles
slow.
an hour over the
Right.
speed limit.
I'd be like, pull over. I'm calling an
Yeah.
Uber.
Uh-huh.
I would. I don't care.
I love it.
Okay, what's your take on immediate attraction versus like slowly maybe
Love at first
becoming
A slow burn.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well, love at first sight is so much more romantic.
Yeah.
And yet also it can really keep you from noticing things that should be noticed that you probably regret noticing 10 years into your marriage.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, right.
We have a guy we're rooting for behind the scenes.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
more of a slow burn.
Yeah.
So
Shoot, I work with couples.
Slow.
that have
Very
done both.
slow.
Very slow.
I mean, yeah, love at first sight. We got married when we were like 18, not even graduating high school. We grew up together. And then others that were like, I didn't even find him attractive, and he just kept on pursuing me. And we're just, okay, then we were friends. And then
good.
I thought, this is a really quality guy.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
shoot, there are Hallmark movies made just
Right.
like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
That's right.
You
I
fall in love
appreciate
with the friend.
tenacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Well-
a
Oh,
little
yeah.
pursuit.
Keep pursuing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
My dad saw my mom from across the stadium in college.
Yeah.
And he went up to her. She was sitting next to her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he was like, if you and Jeremy ever break up, we'd make a great couple.
What?
And he walked away.
That's bold.
And they've been married for 33 years.
Love it.
Oh,
And this
that's
guy is in a relationship. So I'm like, that'll fizzle. Just waiting. Slow burn.
And
It's
have
like,
you
yeah,
gone up
it's
to
not
him
gonna
and
last.
said, hey, if you ever break up with her,
No, I'm just
that would be bold.
But we do talk. Like
Yes.
we talk, like we're friends.
Yeah.
And that first conversation did it.
I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because before then you were like, eh.
Yeah, before I was like, no, I've never thought about him. He's nice, whatever. But
Yeah.
then we chatted and I was like, oh, wait, you have a really good personality.
quality.
Yeah. I love it. I
We'll
love
see.
He's got some other pluses too.
it. Is he listening to this?
And we can't talk.
Oh my gosh, I hope not. Didn't even think about that.
Right.
I don't really care.
Okay, that's good advice. That's
Yeah.
really
That
good
is good
advice.
advice.
Did you
Thanks.
you have some takeaways?
Yeah, I'm feeling confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
When
think?
you-
Wait, do you think I should wait it out, or do you think I should tell him? That's a
Oh,
good question.
man. I think you should
What would
live
your dad
life with
do?
him.
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
Continue to live life with him and have
Oh,
fun.
that's cute.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
then it
Yeah.
just naturally happens, I think.
Okay, this is kind of a hot topic. Should women pursue men?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You don't
Hold
think
on.
so?
I don't think it's good. I think guys need to have built in, they need to like have something that they're winning
Okay, well, let's clarify.
because your wife
Because-
pursued you.
Well, I was going to say, you pursued Joe
No.
all the time.
Oh, now that we're
Meaning, like,
married?
she's
in your
saying-
relationship. Are you saying,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
saying
now that we're
initiating
in a,
the
yeah, yeah,
relationship.
100%. I agree with you
Yeah.
when you're in a relationship.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Both should do that.
I'm talking about initially. Like,
I
I'm not going to
disagree.
ask you for your phone number. I'm not going to, like, you need to pursue me.
I will.
But with the
No.
percentage, maybe,
I would ask
of
a
men
guy
not
out.
asking,
I know. I
they're
don't want
either
a
not
man-
being taught, they don't know how. So
Yeah.
knowing that number, tell Sean what that number is.
Okay, so we saw a number this week or 2 weeks ago that was 45% of young men under 30 have never asked a woman out in real life.
they don't know how. They
I
don't know
believe
what
it.
to do.
Yeah.
like face
So
to
that
face?
Face to
that girl
face.
who
Yeah.
does
They've
feel
done it online
that,
maybe, but
can
yeah.
she kind of just let him know I am interested, and then he's like, oh, I didn't think you liked
You
me
guys
at
can
all.
weigh in because I
And
just
then-
feel, even with my girls, I'm like, dude, that
Wow.
guy needs to pursue you.
Yeah.
But that might be,
Dylan and
to-
I met because she, I don't know, it's kind of like your parents. She saw me. I was working. I was shooting it at church, and she saw me and made a point to like come up and introduce herself. And from that moment on, I pursued her. But if she hadn't made the first
yes,
move,
Right.
totally. That's
like,
fine.
I
That's
wouldn't have
fine.
known
Oh,
who
That's
but if
all
she
I'm
was
saying,
like,
if they
hey, you
don't
want to go,
know.
like,
Yeah.
yes, I
Right.
think that
Yeah.
obviously, like, put
Yeah.
yourself out there,
Yes.
meet people. But
But you're saying if
like
now
if you
she
are
shows
doing all the
interest and the guy
pursuing,
doesn't.
yeah, if you have to do all the
Right.
work,
Agreed.
Yeah.
Because
I
it
think
might
that'd
be that way in the relationship. You're right.
yeah.
But the
Yeah.
initial,
But the initial, exactly.
I
like
mean,
if
that's
I was
your,
like, hey,
your
like,
choice.
would you ever want to hang out? You're like, no, don't do that.
I think hanging out's fine, but if it's getting official and you're like,
Yeah.
Kaylee's young
yeah.
enough where hanging out means something romantic.
yeah.
No, like hang out.
Let's ask Sean because he's the expert.
Yeah.
He's neutral ground.
It shows how the relationship will be later in or later on. I'll say that. And so if he's not pursuing you now, will he pursue you later?
That's right. Yeah.
And so what are you signing up for?
Yeah.
100%.
Do you want to be the one that has to propose to him?
No,
That
ew, Graham.
That's
is
gross.
gross.
I just mean I have been like, hey, I think you're really attractive. Would you ever want to get coffee sometime?
Yeah.
But from there on, if I'm continuing, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Right.
There you
Like
go.
I have an amazing dad,
Yeah.
amazing brothers. Like I know what the standard is, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
girls that are like, I'm so nervous. I'm like, just go tell him he's cute.
Yeah.
What's
And
the worst that can
I
happen?
personally
Yeah.
love that,
I
you know,
do
because
too.
then it's
I
like,
don't
oh,
know.
kind of an
I do
open
too.
door, and am I going to walk through that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do
You know?
too. And
Yeah.
you know what
And
you're
you
dealing
know,
with.
then you
Yeah.
know immediately. If
Yeah.
he says no, up,
Yeah.
on to the next.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Well, like it's
Alright.
it's like immediate closure. You don't have to linger for like
No.
weeks.
Yeah.
Like I don't have
True,
time
true,
for
true.
that,
Like
Sean.
me? Does he
Yeah.
think I'm funny? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, none of
Yeah.
that.
Does he think I'm funny? That's a big one.
That is a big one.
Okay. So it's okay to make the first move, but he has to pursue you after that. That's where we're landing
Okay, we'll
Okay.
put it on our
on the
back
board.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that leads into hot takes. Our little segment that we like to call Don't Cancel Me, where we all have hot takes that are very controversial and could split the nation. But we're brave enough to bring them to the audience because we trust each other enough to have a hot take.
Yeah.
So my hot take today is I don't think that you always have to return your grocery cart when you're at the grocery store.
Oh my gosh.
I
That is a
know.
hot take.
I know
You
you're
leave
going to
it
judge
in?
me.
Where do you
Where
leave
do you, yeah,
Sometimes-
where do you leave it?
Sometimes like at Costco, there's spots where like other people have left them, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave
Mandy,
it. I know.
you're that
you guys are
girl.
gonna judge me for it, but that's how I honestly feel.
But
You
it's
don't
more
even
like
put
you
it in the
don't-
cart
when I had
return?
little kids in the car, if I had like a baby in the car, I'm not taking
Oh,
my
we're-
cart
oh,
up
okay.
to the
There's
Okay,
some
grocery
we're
grace
store.
talking
there.
about
There's
now,
some grace
Amanda.
for young
We're talking
moms.
Okay,
now.
so right now
You don't have little
at
kids
this-
in
But
the
you
car.
don't have little kids.
At my
Exactly.
point in life,
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest. I still sometimes
Don't be
don't
going back
return
to
it.
when Elle was
Right,
like 4.
exactly.
What are you doing now?
You can only hold on to I'm a young mom for so
Yeah.
long. When
That's right.
Yeah,
Your kids are
sometimes I
moving
will,
out of the
sometimes I
house.
won't. I'm sorry,
Okay, but
I don't
you don't
care.
at least leave it behind somebody's car and they
No,
can't back out.
I
and
would
stuff
never
like that.
put it in a
Okay.
place where it could like accidentally roll and hit someone's car.
And cause an accident.
No, never. But I also don't feel like I have to return it 100% of the
And
time.
then how
I'm
when
sorry.
you leave
That's a
said
hot-
cart
that's a hot take.
there,
It
where
is.
where is the return area? Is it just 2 feet?
No, I mean if it was really close, I would
Okay.
put it there.
Okay. Just want to make sure you're
Yeah,
not that
I'm not
girl in
being
the
like.
parking lot that I'm like,
overtly
who didn't
rude.
return their car? Oh my God, it's right there.
Yeah, no. If it's close, I'm doing it.
Okay.
But yeah, I
that's a
don't
good
think
hot take.
I traditionally will return it, but there are times where I won't, and I'm okay with that.
Wow.
Okay, real quick,
I
Sean.
know. I know.
Sean, when this gets published, obviously, I mean, that's crazy. People are going to be mad.
Yeah.
How should people
There's
deal
their
with
anger.
that
Yeah.
when they're
Right.
Deal
watching
with
this
their anger.
actively in the moment?
Well,
Not
I should
only watching
classify
it,
that
but
as
like in the
righteous
parking
anger
lot.
You think that's righteous anger?
against
Okay.
It is righteous
You
anger.
I'm
are
feeling
returning
angry
your cart
right now.
every
Yes.
time.
Every
Every time.
time.
You're
Literally
liars.
every
No.
time.
No.
I'm not
Because
lying.
every
I'm
time,
picturing the whole
never.
parking lot filled with carts that have yet to be returned.
Now you're like, Mandy did it.
Mandy's
Yeah, and
fingers
Mandy
all
did
of
them
them.
all. Yeah, left
I'm gonna
them
think of
all
you
there.
every time now I see one.
Time.
Okay, hold on. Joe's like one of the sweetest guys ever.
Oh,
There's
he encourages it. Joe's sweet.
No way.
But he's spicy sometimes too. Like
He is
he
spicy.
is a little spicier than
He's
I am.
spicy.
in
But
some
Joe
regards.
also doesn't return his cart.
Not 100% of the time.
Okay.
no
Wow.
way.
So is this a kind of a subtle
I'm literally
rebellion?
100% of the
Yeah,
time
I
I
think it
return my
is.
cart.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Easy. It's so easy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You guys are so righteous.
Yes.
You're
Oh my
so
God.
I see these
holy.
halos.
You are really
Over you
That's
and
the
your
worst.
shopping cart.
aspirational.
That was
Yeah.
a hot.
Sean, tell
Yeah.
us yours.
Man, well, mine's about other people. And like, Yeah, I like yours. It's kind of self-deprecating and kind of vulnerable. But mine's when people are in your blind spot and they don't notice. They don't notice that you need to get places. You have a commute.
Yeah.
So
These
why
guys
aren't they
are with
paying
you on
attention to
that,
me? And it's my commute. They should be paying attention
That's
to
right.
me on the road.
Let me let this
Right,
guy
like
get over.
move.
He
Yeah.
must
Right,
be running
exactly,
late.
and
Yeah.
and they should be more considerate of me and stay out of my blind spot. So if I were to actually go into that lane, I think it should be their fault.
Yeah, they should just break
Yes,
and let you
they
in.
should
Yeah,
break.
I get it.
Exactly. So
I've always wondered how powerful it would feel to be like an ambassador, where you have like the flags on your car. You can go anywhere, you can do anything. You have diplomatic immunity.
I'm sorry, my husband
When you're
thinks
on
he
the road,
does that now just because he drives a
We
BMW.
should put flags on your
Yes.
car.
He's like,
Just
get
to
out
really
of the way.
feel
I'm
like I am-
yes,
such arrogant
Everyone's
drivers.
really important.
steamer
Just
drivers, yeah,
park
have,
for
they
me.
don't need the flags. They just
They
have
don't
the
need the
symbol.
flags.
Yeah,
that's
I've
it.
got this little symbol on the back.
yeah,
Move out of the way.
That's right.
Yeah.
I feel very powerful on the road for sure. Okay, that's a good one.
That is a
Yeah.
good one.
Who else has one today?
I've got one.
This is
What's
spicy. I
yours,
know what it
Dan?
is, and I agree.
I think Dylan's gonna watch this episode and get frustrated with me.
Okay.
I think skincare is a myth.
Oh,
100% agree.
I think it is a marketing ploy, and I
Okay.
don't think it's real. I think a bar of soap is all you need, if that.
Well,
I
you're a dude with a beard.
I'm a dude.
I
with
just
a
want to
beard.
highlight that context.
And
Good point, Sean.
and within okay,
thank you, Sean.
Dropping bombs
I'm
today,
sorry.
Sean.
We've got some real crunchy friends, like real crunchy. Like he uses a stick of salt for deodorant, crunchy.
Okay.
Ew.
Like,
They're my
yes.
kind of people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
His wife got rid of like all her products, switched to just soap, and her skin looks great. And they've been like preaching this to us, and my wife's like, I won't give it up. It's the one thing I won't give up. And I think it's a myth. I think it's all one big lie.
I
Big skincare.
agree with you. I'm very much a minimalist, and I think women are doing too much.
Yeah.
The women I know with the most beautiful skin don't get complicated. They're not putting on like all these harsh products on their skin. It's like
Something to wash, something to moisturize.
Yeah, it's like you don't need 14 different products before you go to bed. Just keep it simple. And I 100% agree with you. And they're putting crap on their skin too.
Yeah.
So
And I'm one of the bar soap girls. I use Dove on my face.
And look at how good your
Every
skin
night.
is.
yeah,
This is
look
what
at
I'm
glowing,
saying.
Jay.
well,
And
black
And then
don't
I
crack.
Slather my
So
face
we
with
know that.
coconut
Also
oil.
that.
Is
and
that
that's
right?
it. Coconut oil and that's it. But I also believe that a lot of it is genetics. My mom looks 30
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's 74. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Are you a skincare guy? Are we like
Yeah.
stepping in some dicey territory
Yeah.
here? We're like hitting a pain
I
point.
do use moisturizer now. My
Okay.
wife got me into that. And the reason why is because when I first started my career as a counselor, I was an in-home family counselor. So I drive everywhere, a decade driving. And I realized that this
One
half
side
of
of
my
your face?
face was getting more
Right.
wrinkled.
'Cause
I
of
get
the
I was
sun.
getting
That's
sunspots.
crazy.
Yeah.
And and I had like little lines showing up here, and I was in my 30s or late 20s, and so I was like, maybe there's something to that. And I had moved away from my hometown around Seattle. I'd go back to visit my friends, and they looked 10 years younger than me. And I thought maybe there is something to this whole like skin block or sunblock thing. And so I
Well,
started using
sunscreen's
it.
different,
Is,
right?
is sunscreen skincare?
This is gonna be
Well,
another
that's
topic.
I'm
Good
I'm,
point,
I'm
because-
considering it.
Because good
That's
luck
for
not
me.
wearing sunscreen.
Yeah.
You know.
So I
My
put
dad,
on
yeah.
sunscreen moisturizer
I'm not a sunscreen person.
in the morning, and
not.
then a little bit of the cocoa butter or whatever at night.
Okay,
Right.
that's
There
very
it is.
reasable.
It's
Yeah.
minimal.
You
That's
don't-
But
yeah.
for me as a
Minimalist.
guy, I'm kind of embarrassed to say
no.
No,
That I
my
put on
gosh.
something.
No,
that's
You were
exciting.
using like 10
I would
products.
much rather be like
Yeah.
you that are like,
Yeah.
I don't use skincare at all.
Yeah.
Just
I
grab
just go
some
outside
dirt
and
on
so
it.
much
I
more
just grab a leaf and rub my
Yeah.
face with it.
Right. Gosh.
No, I think that's very reasonable.
I do use also vitamin C sometimes, or
Yeah.
just
Oh,
serum
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Until it
Couple
runs out, and
serums.
then I give it up for a little
Yeah.
bit, and then Angie buys me some more. I'm like, okay,
And then it
I'll
shows
put
up.
it on my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have like a routine. Like it's not like you're getting ready for bed and it's like, let me put these 5 things on my face. so
In this
that-
order.
Yeah.
I'm gonna exfoliate. I'm
Like,
gonna
I
like
put
use
the
No,
my
I
wax
agree.
on. But shoot, I'll say my hair started going, and so I've been doing hair treatment.
Yeah.
So I
That's
do have a
fine.
routine
You do you,
now.
Sean. Yeah.
And I have tried like derma rollers on my head
Oh, yeah.
and on my face. And that is like torture.
It is.
But
Yeah.
so I have tried things out, but
Yeah.
I guess it's not part of my routine. I'm not religious about it, but
Yeah.
I actually now have a little bit more openness.
Yeah.
I'll say to
Ooh.
skincare and dudes. You brought a shiny face dudes. I never even heard of that, but I was like, yeah, I guess guys that do skincare, I guess I kind of get it now.
Yeah.
They used to be called, like I would call them metrosexual, like you're so metrosexual, you know, like I don't use anything on my face. I'm so much more manly than
That's
you,
right.
right? And now I'm like, actually, I'm kind of looking old. and I don't really like that. So it catches up with you if you don't use it.
And
That's
the
fair.
previous conversation was the prep time for women versus men. Like Rick can be ready to go in 5 minutes. Mine's maybe 10, 15, but there's a lot more to do.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
I know.
Okay, Kaylee, do you have a hot take today?
I do, but it's really gonna make some people mad. But I don't care. I think that the people that put emojis over their children's faces in photos are ridiculous. I understand the premise of you wanting to protect your child, especially famous people. That's great. Just don't post the photo. Like, why am I seeing a huge heart emoji on my screen in this cute family photo? I'm unfollowing you and I'm not liking it. It makes me so mad.
And sometimes you're like, oh, that's John.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I see that kid at church. Like, I don't know. You have a private Instagram account and you have 100 followers. Like,
Yeah.
who screenshot it? I don't know. It just like really bothers me. So I've been in my like unfollowing and blocking era because it really makes me mad.
Do the kids get to choose the emojis, or is it all up to the?
Well,
That's a
so,
good question.
I saw one because it's always like a red heart. I'm like, okay. I
it's
saw
not
one
even
the
a
other
face,
day.
like a-
No, that'd be worse, Sean. Ew.
I don't know. Like I'm picturing like the happy
Smiley
emoji
face.
or the
I
tongue
have
out.
seen a happy
It's not
emoji.
like a
I have
poop
seen that.
No,
mountain
I've
emoji.
no,
I
not
don't
yet.
know what kind of emojis we're talking about.
Not yet. I saw one last week that it was a unicorn. Nope, that one. You're done. I don't even care. Oh, it makes me so
Unfollow.
mad. Or then they'll post, like the next photo on their story will be their kids like playing and it's half their face. I'm like, oh, so what constitutes for an emoji? Because it's just too much. Like, just don't post your child.
Okay, that's
Oh
fair.
my god.
Okay,
That's
so out of
good.
curiosity, when you start talking to a guy, and he's like, I want to keep our kids.
Oh, is that a deal
faces
breaker?
like a secret.
Oh
like, I don't
my
really
gosh,
want to post
that-
them on social media. I don't want like a very public family life. Is that a deal breaker?
You know I love
Yeah.
social media.
I know you love social media.
Oh, that one.
But
And
then
I'm,
you
pri-
can
I'm
just
not
say
even
we're not
private.
gonna-
I
we're
don't
not gonna post our
care.
Yeah.
kids.
What?
We're not gonna post our kids.
That's a good compromise.
Yeah, we
But
can
like
talk about
but
it. Like, what if my kid's cute and I want, like, cute? I want to post my kids.
What if?
Not what if. They will be cute. Graham, I never thought about that. Oh, seriously? I'm going to think about it all day.
Yeah, add that to your
Is
list.
that a deal breaker?
I don't
Something
know.
to ponder.
Okay?
Something to ponder.
Whatever.
Something to think about,
Mm-hmm.
if you will.
Are you gonna heart out your?
No, he's not going to
We're
post
not.
her.
No, we're not going to post her.
Oh,
We haven't even.
I'm going to post her.
I mean, I guess like now it's public knowledge if you watch the Mandy show that Dylan's pregnant, but we didn't even
Oh, yeah.
post that like we were pregnant or anything.
oh, you didn't do like a cute reveal.
And then will you not post up to a certain age?
Probably not.
Not even baby pics.
Well, I mean, like I recorded a very cute video announcing that we were pregnant, but like we kept it. We just sent it to people. So like, well, yeah, I don't know. If
Like,
people
are you going to
need
tell
see
us
that
when
on
she's
social.
born? Are we going to know?
Well,
What- is there a
You'll like try to
fear?
schedule a meeting and it'll just be like Graham's out of office.
I'm like, oh, she's here.
What
will
is
let
the
us
concern?
know.
I don't get it. What's the concern? Do you feel like people are going to exploit that picture? Or
For us, it's not so much about concern. When we got married, we made this decision even before we had kids of just like we want our life to be our life. We're talking about this here pretty soon of like we want our relationships to be personal and not online. We don't want people to know what we're doing. Like the last thing I posted on Instagram, I think, was photos of my wife for Valentine's Day, like 2 years ago. So we've just kind of
The socials
been
are
like,
just going too far.
yeah,
We're taking it
it's
too
like
far.
we want to live our life
live in
Yeah.
real life?
and
yes.
not be and so
yeah.
like a,
But
a
yes.
privacy, reclaiming of privacy?
yeah, kind of.
Oh, nice, Graham.
Wow.
But that's why people put emojis over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people, I mean,
Kaylee's
I
the
don't-
opposite. She's like, post anything.
Yeah.
oh, if
Post
I'm not
every-
posting something, that's me moving in silence. Like, just know I'm up to something. If I don't have a story up, that's me.
I'm up to something.
Yeah. No, seriously, I love posting.
Yeah.
She does. She takes a selfie before every episode that we film.
I forgot today.
Oh my gosh.
I'll do it
Oh,
later.
Sean.
Yeah.
We got to redo this
The
whole
whole
thing.
episode, start over.
Yeah.
Do over.
But yeah, people do exploit kids. I'm not saying that they don't.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna share my hot take.
Okay, do it.
When the red light turns green and the person behind you in 0.0001 seconds honks at you,
There's something wrong with them.
But-
Like
but-
they've got something
So
going
many
on that
traffic
What's
day.
your hot
ones
take?
today.
Like you stay still and you just make them suffer? Or
no, I
just
don't,
like,
but I know people who would. No, I just pull off. Like, it's just annoying. Like, why?
What if you
The
were on your
everyone's moving at
phone
the same distance.
and they honked at you because you weren't aware that it changed?
I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. But if
totally
you're,
okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys think there should be a nice honk and then
No.
a mean honk?
And then people
I
when they
wish we
use
did
their
have two
honk,
Just like,
honkers.
hey, hi.
like
Yeah,
it's like people
uh-huh.
who lay on their horn
yeah.
or and
I'm
it's
a
like give her a
honker.
minute. She's crossing the
Oh.
street.
You're a
you know.
honker?
Yeah.
oh, for sure.
See, that's
Like,
you.
just go.
I'm not a honker. I rarely use my horn unless I'm like trying to get someone's attention
Can
to
you
wave
use
or
that-
something.
Use that clip
But
somewhere
you
else
use
too.
your
Yeah.
horn
She's
a
a
lot.
honker.
I'm not a honker.
I'm a honker.
Have you ever
not a
honked
honker.
and then
Yes.
saw that they were waiting for somebody to cross the street?
Oh, then I
Yes.
felt really
Oh,
bad.
yes.
The other
Yeah.
day, dude.
It's the worst.
We were driving to pick
Yeah.
up props, and she's
Yes.
shouting at this car in front of us, and they're not.
See, that's a
turning because
whole
someone's in
other.
the
That's
street.
like road.
That's what cured me
That's
of
like
honking.
road rage right
Because
there.
I was
I
like,
was like,
oh my
"Ooh,
gosh, I
sorry,
can't believe I just
guys."
honked. And there's this little old lady crossing the street.
yeah, you gave her a heart attack.
Yeah.
That's road rage.
But I'm not mean. I'm just like, go. Like, you're endangering us.
You're
go.
rushing.
It's about safety, guys.
Right,
Sure
right,
it
sure.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also like late for work. Go.
I'm not a honker.
No,
I,
me
like,
either.
I'll lay on my
You,
horn
so,
if
you
someone
look like a honker.
Yeah, you
that-
do.
Yeah.
Hurts.
I'll honk if I see the silhouette of the phone in the hand.
Oh, really?
And yeah, oh yeah, I'll
The
honk.
phone does
I
piss
do
me off
like
a
the
little.
Yeah, I'm
honk
okay
honk
with that.
sometimes. It depends on my attitude, I guess.
Yeah.
And then if I pass them, I might look at them.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Just
that's-
give
you're
it
I don't
like
look
a
at
little-
people.
You're a
And, like,
looker, Sean.
I
I
think
sometimes
side
am a
I do
looker.
not look at people.
I'm a thumbs downer.
Whoa.
I won't flip
She
you
was like,
off.
Wait,
that's crazy.
what?
I'll give you a
I have
thumbs down.
given the exact.
That's way more. That
It's so
hurts.
insulting.
I don't do
That's
any of
like
that.
the-
Do better.
Yeah.
That's like that. I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, exactly.
better, okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm scared to look at people. That's my one
Provokes
thing.
Anger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will not, even if I've honked you, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I'm like, go. I won't look at you at all. Maybe if he's cute.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe if he's cute.
Maybe if he's cute.
Kaylee on her commute is just taking photos of guys
Right.
driving the car.
Adding to my
It's for her board,
album.
It's for
Yeah.
work. It's for
License
work.
plate snapped. I can find him later. Don't worry, Sean.
I only honk if it's like if you were this close to causing an accident.
Oh.
I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
But
I saw that.
I will also I'll side eye if I'm pissed at the person.
Are you
Yeah.
this? Are you this person? The person's driving by, and you just vigorously shake your head like, "Can't believe you did that."
No,
So you
those
that guy?
people annoy
That's
me.
worse.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Okay, this isn't really a hot take, but something that angers me as a Minnesotan. If I let you in and you don't
And you don't
raise-
wave
you don't
Yeah,
wave
that's
back,
True.
common
Good call.
decency.
Wave back.
that
Yeah.
makes me so
Me
mad.
too.
Yeah.
And I'm a let inner.
Clips. No, I'm just getting clips.
I mean, what are we supposed to do with that?
I let
Janelle
people
doesn't-
in.
Yeah.
I let people in all the time. Because I know what you guys are doing. But I let people in traffic. I let
Sean,
their car, like if
sexually.
they're like they have their blinker on, and I'm like, sure, go ahead of me.
How many would you let?
I mean, I've
at
done
one
like,
time.
I've done like
Exactly.
three or four at a time. Like that might be my record.
I mean,
Big or
just-
small? Okay.
I just want to draw attention to the people behind you.
no, I know exactly what they're doing. Jesus
So-
knows my heart and
Well,
my
I know he
intention in this
does,
conversation.
But do you know my heart? And he's trying to get to my appointment. Because I want you to pay attention to me.
Oh my gosh! Just
Oh
be
my
kinder
gosh.
on the road, people.
Yeah. Right.
That's
I
so
love
funny.
it. I love it. The world would be a better place if we were all like you.
That's right.
Yeah. Not like me.
Let
3 to
people
4.
in.
No,
Yeah.
it's like zipper merge. 3 to 4 people at a
Yes.
time is a lot.
I know,
Just
I know.
It's one.
And it
one,
depends
one,
on like
one,
my
one.
time. I'm like, I got 20
Yeah,
minutes.
zipper
let 'em in.
merge.
Just go. Especially if I see another car not letting them in. I'm like,
You're
don't
gonna
be
make up for
rude.
them.
It's
I-
weird how like
I do.
It's not weird. I love that like inverted selfishness that is selflessness. It's like I don't have to be anywhere, but then it's also like, and also all the people behind me don't have
Yeah.
to be anywhere either because
They don't either.
I'm doing okay.
Should have left your house
But
earlier.
if Kaylee's behind you, we know she's.
Oh
late
yeah,
for
and I know
something.
she left her house late.
I let people in though. I'm nice on the road though. I do let people in. Like I'm not a brat on the road. Graham
On the road.
whatever.
No comment.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna wrap up this.
So good, so good.
Okay, that concludes Don't Cancel Me, a segment that never disappoints, always surprises, and keeps our PR team just nervous enough to feel alive. If anyone's offended, please send all complaints to, honestly, not us. Just journal about it because we believe in processing privately. All right, my friends, that concludes this episode of The Mandy Show. Okay, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Love ya.
Oh, that was cute.